And Rehoboam went to Shechem, for all Israel had come to Shechem to make him king. And it came to pass, when Jeroboam the son of Nebat heard of it, for he was yet in Egypt, where he had fled from the presence of King Solomon, and Jeroboam dwelt in Egypt. And they sent and called him, that Jeroboam and all the assembly of Israel came, and spoke to Rehoboam, saying, Your father made our yoke grievous. Now therefore you make the grievous service of your father, and his heavy yoke which he put on us, lighter, and we will serve you. And he said to them, Depart yet for 3 days, then come again to me. And the people departed. And King Rehoboam took counsel with the old men, that had stood before Solomon his father while he yet lived, saying, What counsel do you give me to return answer to this people? And they spoke to him, saying, If you will be a slave to this people this day, and will serve them, and answer them, and speak good words to them, then they will be your slaves forever. But he forsook the counsel of the old men which they had given him, and took counsel with the young men who had grown up with him, who stood before him. And he said to them, What counsel do you give, that we may return answer to this people, who have spoken to me, saying, Make the yoke that your father put on us lighter? And the young men who had grown up with him spoke to him, saying, Thus you will say to this people who spoke to you, saying, Your father made our yoke heavy, but you make it lighter to us. Thus you will speak to them, My little finger is thicker than my father's loins. And now, whereas my father laded you with a heavy yoke, I will add to your yoke. My father chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions. So Jeroboam and all the people came to Rehoboam the 3rd day, as the king bade, saying, Come to me again the 3rd day. And the king answered the people roughly, and forsook the counsel of the old men which they had given him, and spoke to them after the counsel of the young men, saying, My father made your yoke heavy, but I will add to your yoke. My father chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions. So the king didn't listen to the people, for it was a thing brought about of Yahweh, that he might establish his word, which Yahweh spoke by Ahijah the Shilonite to Jeroboam the son of Nebat. And when all Israel saw that the king didn't listen to them, the people answered the king, saying, What portion do we have in David? Neither do we have inheritance in the son of Jesse. To your tents, O Israel. Now see to your own house, David. So Israel departed to their tents. But as for the sons of Israel who dwelt in the cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them. Then King Rehoboam sent Adoram, who was over the men subject to slave labor, and all Israel stoned him to death with stones. And King Rehoboam made speed to get up to his chariot to flee to Jerusalem. So Israel rebelled against the house of David to this day. And it came to pass, when all Israel heard that Jeroboam had returned, that they sent and called him to the congregation, and made him king over all Israel. There was none who followed the house of David, but the tribe of Judah only. And when Rehoboam came to Jerusalem, he assembled all the house of Judah, and the tribe of Benjamin, 180,000 chosen men, who were warriors, to fight against the house of Israel, to bring the kingdom again to Rehoboam the son of Solomon. But the word of God came to Shemaiah the man of God, saying, Speak to Rehoboam the son of Solomon, king of Judah, and to all the house of Judah and Benjamin, and to the rest of the people, saying, Thus says Yahweh, You will not go up, nor fight against your brothers the sons of Israel. Return every man to his house, for this thing is of me. So they listened to the word of Yahweh, and returned and went their way, according to the word of Yahweh. Then Jeroboam built Shechem in the hill country of Ephraim, and dwelt in it, and he went out from there and built Penuel. And Jeroboam said in his heart, Now the kingdom will return to the house of David. If this people goes up to offer sacrifices in the house of Yahweh at Jerusalem, then the heart of this people will turn again to their Lord, even to Rehoboam king of Judah, and they will kill me, and return to Rehoboam king of Judah. For this reason the king took counsel, and made 2 calves of gold, and he said to them, It is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Here are your gods, O Israel, which brought you up out of the land of Egypt. And he set the one in Bethel, and the other he put in Dan. And this thing became a sin, for the people went to worship before the one, even to Dan. And he made houses of high places, and made priests from among all the people, who were not of the sons of Levi. And Jeroboam appointed a feast in the 8th month, on the 15th day of the month, like the feast that is in Judah, and he went up to the altar. So he did in Bethel, sacrificing to the calves that he had made. And he placed in Bethel the priests of the high places that he had made. And he went up to the altar, which he had made in Bethel, on the 15th day in the 8th month, even in the month which he had devised of his own heart. And he appointed a feast for the sons of Israel, and went up to the altar, to burn incense.